Oh, God. Oh, God. If there's one thing I am horrible at, it's going up against a CO that has global damage. Even Von Bolt and Storm, I struggle against when it comes to their respective CO abilities. But I don't, like, Hawk, I can get around. Drake, I don't know. Sturm, I have tried before. Wait, I haven't gotten to that point where he got his Meteor Strike. And don't get me started on Von Bolt. But no, what I don't think I have, as Jess, I don't think I have ever struggled against anyone more than Olaf. On paper, Jess should win. Like, especially when Olaf doesn't have any day-to-day abilities, aside from his troops not being affected by snow. That's it. And that's a good ability to have. There really is. Like, it would be horrible if your own ability hindered you in some way, right? I could never imagine that. But that's all Olaf gets. It's just he doesn't get any firepower bonus. He doesn't get any defensive bonus. It's just the flat out normal troops. He's basically Andy. Or Adder. Take a pick, whichever one you like better. Or Olaf. He's basically like Olaf. He plays a lot like Olaf. There you go. That was stupid. Anyway. What Olaf has is global damage. And movement restrictions. His normal power is basically just makes it snow for a day. No, nothing bad. Nothing bad. It's really not. Anything that's not a road, a city, or anything like that, or shoals, it's just two movement, no matter what. Or just +1 movement, I should say, because it'll be 3 for tires. If you add Winter Fury into the mix, this conversation becomes so much different, because what Jess is really good at. Like, Jess has incredible walls. Like, both her tanks and artillery getting the 10% bonus. She can sit comfortably and just keep going and going and going, because her powers refuel and resupply all her troops. It doesn't matter what troops they are. Even if she has the 10% penalty to them. Her battlecopters and battleships are also going to get refueled and restocked. But her walls her walls dwindle every single time Winter Fury is used. Walls are not good if they have 6 HP. So the first one, more than likely she'll survive, but the second one, that's where it starts getting tricky. This goes for max players as well. Like, just keep in mind, Jess can play exactly like Max if she wanted to. Now, does it mean that she's going to have a great air game like he does? No, it doesn't. But when you're locked into land battle, yes. Be careful, because Olaf can get you too. Olaf can get to everyone. Winter is coming. Let's see if Jess can keep it summer. This map, I have a love-hate relationship with it. I played as Andy on this map a few times. Andy seemed to be really, really good. I played as I got against Sami on this map. Sami seemed to be really, really good for that middle part, but struggled on the two sides. I played against Olaf on this map. You're seeing it now. The main thing that you really want to do is eventually once you start getting infantry, you want to funnel some of them down into the, but you also want to funnel some into the middle as well. The middle part for your two respective properties, but you also want to get to harbor down here. That's another thing that you really, really want to do, because this gives you access to your airport. And without that airport, you're kind of stuck. You're not going to have any air support at all, which it's not the end of the world if you don't. But against, but this map is really, really good for battlecopters. You're going to want them. And this is, quite annoying. So, I really don't like that, that this is just me picking on, my opponents today. This recording session is really just me picking on my opponents, isn't it? I really don't like that he brought the infantry down, because I did build a recon the previous turn. So his recon is going to be able to take in one of the infantry right then and there. And then I can just cover that tank with, well, not a tank this round, but the next one nonetheless. Now, I am basically inviting this one recon to go after my artillery. Let's see if Bread Mage, the Olaf, is able to do it. Does he go for it? And APC's back to get more infantry. Nope. Okay. And then we're just going to rearrange that so the recon doesn't get to the artillery now. And now I'm basically inviting Olaf here to choose between, does he want to get the recon or does he want to get the city? Which one shall we choose? I choose the city. More tanks. So far everything's pretty split. Really, for me at the very least, I really want the left side to be my attacking area. It's the side closest to the airport, so, and then that middle base, that's basically going to funnel in infantry to there. I have yet to play a single game to where we just do the one infantry in the middle and just call it good. I have yet to play a game like that. Yeah, well, my right side should be my defensive one. But right now, everything's just split. And that's never good. You never want any of your stuff to be split like this. And just let me have the town. Olaf, what you doing, what you doing, great bearded one? It's just, I do want to be really careful about which engagements I do take, however. I really do. Because as soon as Winter Fury starts going off multiple times, that's when everything starts dying. And it seems like Olaf is usually a patient CEO. Because he also wants players to come to him. But we do have the Black Boat. It is on that island. We are going to go ahead and start getting all that ready. And this is what I mean about Jess walling up. Like, Jess is really, really good at that. She is. And this artillery doesn't really cover this area, but she can always just bring in this second tank. I've been thinking about playing Skyrim recently. I don't know why, I really have been. But, interesting thing about Skyrim, because I am now 2 days old when I've learned this. The previous voice actor for Mario, Charles Martinet, voiced Parflamax. I kid you not. Charles Martinet voiced the dragon in I almost said Dead by Daylight, but he voiced the dragon in freaking Skyrim. That is nuts to think about. So suddenly the dragon in Ruin Kingdom makes a bit more sense. Yep. But now, oh, she's bringing artillery into the middle now. So this is a cheeky little thing that you can do. I haven't talked about it yet, but there's black boats directly in the middle of the map. Flack, I think he got confused. I wanted it for last match with Jake, not this match with Olaf, but either way, you can be a tiny bit cheeky with these black boats, and you can, it's not going to do anything for infantry, but for vehicles, there is a little bit of trees in the corner, and I don't do it. I was gonna say, like, if you put the black boat here, like, the artillery would be forced to go through the woods. That's 2 movement, but I didn't do it. Four tanks down there. My goodness. It's not often that you see an Olaf outgunning a Jess. It's really not. But as I was the first one to get my airport, I'm going to start producing battlecopters. Because why the heck not? But with the artillery in the middle, I'm going to get a recon. It's the cheapest thing to get. And this Olaf is starting to attack now, and that is scary. Very, very scary. And it's looking like I'm starting to lose the middle a little bit. I remember being so upset when I saw that. And then, but I also remember being really, really happy when I saw this. Yeah, so Blizzard pretty much just saved my butt right now. I'm not gonna lie. Blizzard saved my butt here. And this is really, really good because even though, like, it gives a movement penalty on anything that's not roads, shoals, or properties, Jess still has movement basic, like movement stuff. And already getting a bomber. Wow. This Olaf only has 17k. Keep in mind, 17k, that's it. But here's the thing. Snow also affects aerial units. And then we're going to use turbocharge. I've done everything I needed on the right side. I have. There is no reason for me to use overdrive. The situation does not call for it. We're going to save that power charge. Instead, use turbocharge. I can get everything I need with this action. So, tank will take out that infantry. This tank will go ahead and cripple. What was the damage calcs on that? Yep, it'll just severely cripple this artillery. That artillery will put a dent in that tank. And then thanks to the increase in mobility, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, no. It really couldn't. Overdrive would have been able to get to this one. This tank pretty much just almost completely wipes out that one. But then the artillery is going to take on that one. So my artillery's safe. Then we're going to get... I don't have nearly enough money to get a battlecopter. I'm going to get anti-air instead, and I hope you can forgive me for choosing the easy way out. So, and also, I haven't mentioned it. I do have my comm tower. Olaf does not. This is really important. Because even though it's just 10%, as soon as he pops his powers, he's got 20% firepower, that is what the threshold is. Not that it matters, because Olaf is able to cheat that rule. Because as soon as Winter Fury kicks in, my whole full HP tank is suddenly 8 HP. And then saving 14k. Oh boy. But I did save that turbocharge. We're back on even footing with the power charge now. And this one medium tank is just going to town. This is what I was talking about last time with the Jake. Like, you can use medium tanks offensively. This is a perfect example of that. Like, this is a really good example of that. 9 times out of 10, it's going to be Neo tanks that you're going to see doing this. But you can do it with medium tanks. Do you see it as often? No. No, you don't. And then I guess the bomber really did not like that pipe scene. Yeah, and then Neo tank. Neo tanks can be used for defensive, but 9 times out of 10 it's going to be used offensively. And then I do have turbocharge ready. I do not need to use it. I would not benefit from it at all. And then, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to park my medium tank right in front of it. I'm not going to fire. I'm not going to do a single bit. What I am going to do, however, is double base lock, or base lock 2 of his bases right then and there. So, and you can look at it this way. Both the top base and the middle base is base locked, or the top base is double base locked. I'm not going to count the 3 HP artillery. It's not going to do too much to anything in it's not going to do too much to anything like stand on base. Not even against enemy infantry. But this Olaf is in a really bad situation now. Also, 21 units to 32. And I have purchased this round. I have. I'm starting to get repairs on front lines too. And then just giving me power charge. That medium tank did its job. And just bringing the bomber in front. I don't have an answer to that. I really don't. But my butt's not about to get a fighter. And 1 artillery, 2 artillery, 3, and then 1 medium tank shot. And suddenly, there's nothing on that base. Olaf can't produce anything on that base anymore. So, I may not be able to do anything against that bomber, but what I can do is deal with everything else around the bomber. The bomber is only one unit. It's not going to be able to take on every single thing. It can kill a whole lot of stuff. It can destroy whatever it wants, just about, aside from other aerial units. But it's just one thing. I don't have anything of value within its reach. I got artillery and I got a tank. That's basically it. I'm not going. The artillery will hurt, yes, but I'm not going to be missing this tank. I'm not going to be missing this recon. I'm not going to be missing any of these infantry because these battlecopters are here. At 19 to 34, 90k to 150k. And for whatever reason, this Olaf is not using Winter Fury, which honestly scares me. Another Neo tank. The fact that this Olaf is not using Winter Fury kinda scares me. I'm not gonna lie. But it is just let me be able to keep producing troops though. And there's the Winter Fury. So, look at this. 155k suddenly turned into 122k. That's disgusting. That's 20% of my army. Gone. Yep. My right side's crumbling now. That one tank is hanging on for dear life, though. That tank is a trooper. It truly is. But here's the thing. Even though Winter Fury is here, Overdrive is also here. And there is a perfectly good bomber within striking distance. Now, did it have a chance to completely knock it out, though? That's the question. No, it didn't. But it had a really good chance of it leaving at 2 HP, though. That was a good hit. It really was. That was a good instance of using Overdrive. Especially with an economy that this map provides. With I think 19 K is the... I'm pretty sure 19k is the threshold. But this one tank back there is just being an absolute menace. It doesn't even have to fire. It's not even firing at anything. It's just blocking. Yeah, my troops can't get anywhere with the snow. But that was actually a decent counterattack. The tank is still alive. And bombers only have 7 movement, so it can't even get to that tank. Yeah, my right side is crumbling though, and that's supposed to be my defensive side, so I am in a tiny bit of trouble. And he has to use the anti-air that he just bought the previous round to take out the tank that's blocking it. Oh my god. Run, bomber, run! And now it's just going to start picking off It's not even picking them off. They can't really do anything anymore. It's crippled and it can wall, but that's it. And this one anti-air is just chasing the bomber all the way. I think I pay attention to anything on the right anymore. I'm really not, but that center base is base locked. Or artillery locked now, as I should actually call it. Because I got the black boat there. And this black boat is going to be able to do some repairs while it's there too, which is incredible. Yeah, this one bomber is just on the side. I'm just getting some battlecopters just saved up on the right, because if you don't have the funds to deal with a Neo tank, battlecopters are pretty much going to be your next best answer. Because Neos are really good at wall breaking. They really are. But try and get this other comm tower over here. Because if I can get that one over Olaf, that'll go incredible. That'll be incredible for me. But I also have to be careful, because now one of mine is already locked. But this Olaf essentially just handed me his Neo tank, however. That's the only thing. And then just slowly repairing the bomber. Here's the thing though, I almost have turbocharge. And it's not in range now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It will be in range when I have turbocharge. And if I remember this correctly, I do end up getting turbocharge. Hey guys, I think I got the turbocharge. So, this Olaf spent extra money on the bomber. He spent a bomber that had 12 health, essentially. So whatever 20% of a bomber is, that's essentially what Olaf paid for. And he got nothing for it, essentially. It took down a artillery, and that was it. From what I remember, at least. But look at the income, though. 16k to 22k. Yeah. So his attacking force is gone. Because with that Neo tank, it pretty much just denied everything. And then Winter Fury could change stuff, though. It absolutely can. If Olaf destroys a hole enough, he absolutely can do Winter Fury. And nope. You cannot get Winter Fury. So, because he wasn't able to do that, let's play the next round out. I have turbocharge on, and I would not be able to get another one going the next turn. So it would play out to... Next round would play out to back to 16 Olaf, 22 Jess. This tank is gone. There's no question about it. This tank is gone. This artillery is also gone. This, yeah, this artillery's gone. There's nothing that can be done about it. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. That battlecopter is safe. Potentially. this battlecopter is potentially safe. Well, no, actually. One of these battlecopters can take a hit on this battlecopter. Or it would go ahead and interrupt one of these two captures, which I think if I'm playing everything out in my head, I would interrupt one of these two captures with the third battlecopter. These two would go north. This infantry would take out this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then anti-air would be parked right here, taking out this battlecopter. Artillery would be firing on either the anti-air or whatever just popped out of this base. Recon would get called back to right here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, it would get called back to the city. And then these two infantry would go after this infantry right here. Yeah, I think even if the second Winter Fury came in the next round, I think Olaf will be in too deep. What happened? Oh, because the round didn't completely end. That's why. Okay. I think this is the first time I've won against Olaf. It's not the first time I've covered Olaf. I think this is the first time as Jess I have beaten Olaf. I think that's what I'm trying to do. Is just do a crusade of Jess versus every single CO. Just seeing if I can win against every CO as Jess. So far, I think I've gotten. So far, I've gotten over half of the cast. Tier 0s are going to be fun. Oh my god, Tier 0s are going to be awful. Hilariously enough, I think Grit is going to be the easiest one. I have no words for this, other than I'm just pleased with how this match went. I got really, really lucky with that first, with Blizzard. I really did. I was so happy when Blizzard came out. And not Winter Fury. I don't know if it was a battlecopter purchase, like trying to slow that down, or... I don't know. I really don't know why he used Blizzard. But... I'm also pleased that, Jess infantry was able to take out that middle. I'm also pleased with that. Imagine dual strike Jess instead.